Oh, hello, Aspect Gaming back once again. Been a while since I streamed. I've been working on some editing, been working on some other games, been working on stuff. But if you missed the video, we have 82 now. Very, very nice. Akibo's on right now. I peeked in his stream and he was like running around somewhere random. I have no idea where he was. So in the meantime, I'm gonna work on crafting stuff that I need for 82. I have some stuff arranged here for a setup that I want to make as well. Maybe we'll do that first. Yeah, I'm finally caught up on all my footage. Let me see. I don't think I have anything left. Edit. I have to make a new folder then. Yeah, I'm totally caught up. So this is the start of episode 6 then. Stuff away, and then we can get going. I think my game volume's really low. Let me try to fix this real quick. I can't hear anything. Now I gotta watch OBS so I don't slam your ears. Very quiet in OBS. It's like down to -40. I don't know why I did that. Alright, that should be good. Let me know if the game is too loud or not, but I turned it up a bit on my end and on the OBS end. Right, so the angle here, there are these seeds from Applied Energistics too. They're made in like a pretty simple way with sand and the dust. What I'd like to do is just have a little bit of a semi-automated system where I could batch craft them to grow them. So in our current state of the game, the way that I usually like to do these is with like a crystal growth chamber, but I can't get this. This needs 6 crystal growth accelerators, and each of these needs an EV autoclave. So we are physically not able to do this. Even though like at this point in the game, you would be able to start doing this based on our own restrictions that we're doing for fun. This is not accessible. So what we're going to do is the void metal recipes. You can put these in an autoclave of molten void, and then it makes them go pretty fast. So I've been investing in Thaumcraft already, and at this point it'd be pretty easy to just set this up automatically. SLVR object. It's so late if you're gonna have to watch the VOD later. Yeah, no problem. There are many VOD watchers out there. That's chill. Also, valid, just wait for the episode. Yeah, because of the void pipes, I have so many of them downstairs for the Steam system. I'm gonna replace them with Stabaloy, which is like literally free, and we can recycle these void pipes, and I'll get a lot out of it. So we could start melting these down. Yeah, let's set this up. Need some blocks. It's on evens. It's not a big problem, but you need to keep it in mind. Also, gotta be very careful. This fluid extractor is MV, not HV. Might as well place this down right now, then. The void will go into the autoclave. The seeds get made in the assembly machine above. Your username is like Silver. I see. Aspect Gaming, we perhaps back again. Yeah, we really are gaming legend. We are so back. He's made with sand and a dust, so we can hook that up as well. I'm low on item conduits. Is there a reason I'm using the autoclave instead of the crystal growth chamber? Yeah, I just explained it. The crystal growth chamber is stuck in EV. So I wanted to invest in an autoclave anyways with Molten Voids. That's what we're doing. We're gonna reuse our large void metal fluid pipes. And also Molten Void is like extremely free for me anyways. I guess we'll put a barrel down. I'm trying to figure out the way that I want to do this. I think a drawer of sand will make sense. Probably should have a macerator there as well. Okay. Perfect. I do think that something's gonna have to go up here. I think it'll be like, yo, no way. Here and Dave, $10. Thanks for the inspiration and content. You're the GOAT. Glad you enjoy it. The first time the REM notification goes off in like eons. Yeah, thank you so much. I want to get myself a macerator. I swear I made like a stack of these small gears. I don't know where they go. Oh, they're in there. You're gonna be the farthest you've ever been because my videos keep inspiring you. That's awesome. MV is a super fun time. A year ago, you said you tried my seed, but you fell off. It's hard. Like the game tries to bounce you off as hard as it can in the early game, but like if you can survive, it gets to be a lot better, in my opinion. First MV electrolyzer tonight. That's hype. Out of gold. A lot of people hate an MV. MV's gotten a lot better now than it used to be, I feel. They added some newer stuff to it recently that I think makes it a little bit better. MV's a good tier right now. Yeah, I agree. I think it's fun. I think it's pretty good. EV's number one. I don't know if I'd say that. I think IV is way better. For me, EV always felt very overwhelming. Doing like A2 stuff now though, and like having infinite titanium is like makes it way better. Because when I played the last couple times, I was kind of like stubborn about fully automating a lot of things, but because of the format of Project Singularity, I'm taking more time to like passive stuff And it's making some, like, aspects of the game better. Yeah, EV with, if you include AE2 as part of EV, it's pretty good. Which I guess typically it is for most people. AE2 totally saves that tier though, because there's not that much else to do, like, actually Greg Tech wise in it. I really gotta update this system. This is so old. It's very slow. Embarrassingly slow, actually. Gives me time to work on this some more. I think I was waiting on the gold cables for the master. That's why I got distracted. Now A2 is technically EV. Like, we're just kind of weird. Yeah, this will work. I mean, this setup is specifically just to do the AE2 dusts because I don't want to have to think. I just want to put the inputs in and let it go. Actually, the output could be in the bottom like this. My pickaxe is too fast. Used to this yet. Oh, I see Hecuba's back. He's running around through the wall. Oh, is that not Hecuba? What was that? Mysterious strangers left. I think that was Flurvin. No, they're not even on. Who looks like that? It looked like Flurvin's skin. You can unlock AE2 and Emmy if you make a super chest. Oh, you mean the Emmy chest? That's kind of funny, actually. It's technically possible. Something like this, I think. That should work out better, actually. Now it'll be like a nice 2 block across. Isn't it faster to wire mill circuit 8 for wires? I thought it was the same. Or that 16 was still the fastest. Take a check real quick. 10 seconds, that's for that. 12.5. No, you add 5 seconds to get 8 more, so it's faster still. You have a math exam in 30 minutes. It's cooked. Good luck. Get out of here. Don't be here. It is good to relax before an exam, but maybe not this way. Okay, I think this should all work out now. Now I must add fuel to them. Small stabile fluid pipes are the new fluid pipe we're using, by the way. I mean, for a case like this, I don't even need that much, but they're just completely free, so why not? This is not a fuel pipe. This is something different. I need to remove these pipes. Just do a little something like this. You know what? You're good at math. You like math. That's good. I was also someone that enjoyed math in school. Oh, hello. No. Alright, so now this is working out. There's a lot of people just randomly visiting our base right now, by the way. I don't know what's going on. Throw these in. I have 1 stack remaining. Right, we can deal with that later. And now we're making the pure crystals. This is a set it and forget it kind of system. I just want to throw a ton of crystals to be purified into that top side and then just ignore it and come back later. So that is what I shall do right now. What else should I purify? Do I have any more fluics? This should be a barrel too, actually. Like a diamond barrel. Because I want to mix the types of crystals that go in here sometimes. It doesn't need to be a diamond barrel. I wish I had more wooden ones, but I guess I can make some real quick. Oh, nice. We do have a couple in here. It might as well be a diamond barrel. I don't know why I'm saying that. You can make more diamond barrels easily. Okay. I'm surprised this is able to run. I probably need a MV combustion gen there. I think it's just running like that because it has buffered up enough power. Okay, excellent. Now we're chilling. Maybe I'll go and reclaim the rest of my void pipes downstairs then. Are there any left in here? A little bit. You'll be able to get a lot of void pipes back. What's going on over here? I don't remember why this long pipe is here like this. This is a long pipe. Where is it going? All the way over to here. That's kind of funny. We'll tear that down when we needed it, I think. Yeah, for now this should be enough void metal to get a lot of stuff done. Hey, perfect. But part of the reason I wanted to make so many of these is that these are required for ME controllers. You need to use the pure Flux crystal to actually create Flux blocks. These would be very useful to have. But we're gonna let that roll. I'll come back to fix that later. Yeah, what is next? Oh, I disconnected a pipe. Did I mess one up, maybe? Let me go check it again. we go. Thanks for that. Ooh, I know what I want to do next. I want to go destroy my bee meteor. I want to make a scoop out of shadow metal. What am I missing? Wire cutter. Okay. This should be like a super scoop. This thing should hopefully go really fast. I lost my magnet. I don't know where it went. I have a problem, but all right. Oh, this is the Instamine. That's beautiful. This is gonna annihilate my inventory, by the way. I dislike that it can't break the honey, but okay. There's an electric scoop. You can't remember what it's called. This thing should be good enough. I mean, shadow metal is not that hard to come by at this point for me. I have a lot of it. And this is Instamine, so I am happy enough. I need to start putting these guys away or they're going to despawn. I could sort them later, actually. Now we're just going to grab all that we can. Oh, I fell into the bees. Let me hop on call with Hecuba. Hey, Hecuba.
Hello. I'm currently looking for palm trees so that I can actually start building, which is something I was supposed to start doing about an hour ago.
I'm destroying the bee meteor right now, and it is making a goddamn mess.
Oh, I can imagine. Just
Have it
get
under control.
wireless AE2 with a magnet card. Come on.
Yeah.
Just cheat into Eevee.
This is going to be nice to have so many more bees, though. So I will take one for the team and clean this up.
How many pristine princesses did you get so far? Ooh, wire mill 2.
Let me check. I'm cleaning up so they don't despawn. There's so many bees.
Did you make this HV wire mill for AE2?
I don't remember making an HV wire mill, but maybe I did.
It's just chilling here on the HV line.
I guess I did. This is way more bees than I thought it was going to
What was the
be.
bee sphere? Aspect got Mastiox to summon in a bee meteorite, which is just a giant sphere of beehives.
I like the bee sphere.
Honestly, I kind of like the presence of the bee sphere watching over our base.
I can get a different meteor later.
Also, what do you think of the maintenance floor so far? I think it has a bit of a backrooms aesthetic.
I have to take a look at it again. I like
You
what was going
stand
on,
in
though.
it.
How much taller is it going to be? Is that how... I'll look at it in a second.
That's the maintenance floor. Then we have a 3-block thick, like, actual floor section, because I want to make it look like a reflection, which needs quite a bit of depth. And then the actual, like, floor, the A2 floor, the level of the base, is probably going to be, like, 8, 9 blocks tall.
So where I'm
Pretty
standing right
tall.
now, this is the maintenance floor.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, what you said, 8 blocks up more is going to be the actual floor. That's cool.
Yeah. Or the roof of the A2 floor. But I just need this palm wood.
Where do these even spawn?
The bottomless pit looks really nice at night. That's great. This is the second bottomless pit I've put in our base, by the way.
There's
I
another one?
wonder how many more. Yeah, there's another one. It's just not nearly as deep. It's by the Steam machines.
Oh.
It's a very not bottomless. Well, the other one is actually bottomless. Actually, that's really unclear which one I'm talking about. The Steam line bottomless pit is not bottomless, while the new one on the elevator shaft is bottomless. Okay, let's go look for this. We just want like a tropics there. That should be good. Is that now pointing towards the nearest tropics? I don't think so. Teleport? That is not good. I think that's because I have op. I'm not going to use that.
Biome hunting like annoys me so much. I
I
need
think
crafting
this is
recipes for
pointing.
real.
Yeah, the Nature's Compass always seemed very janky in SevTech, and I'm sure it's not much better like 5 versions before.
Part of the issue is there's just so many biomes. I like
Well, in SevTech it was limited to 5 biomes, just all the Darkland biomes, and
uh
still it was really jank. Or maybe that's the problem, who knows.
yeah, in my experience you just get like unlucky and there's not even one within 10,000 blocks. And then 10,000 blocks just feels like such an arbitrary limitation on it. Like just tell me where the biome is, man.
Status not found? Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Um, well, this will probably have it.
If you want me to maybe go in the opposite direction, I could of
Not
whatever
found.
you're doing.
Awesome.
Going out of a magnet? My magnet got lost. I don't know where it went.
Okay, it did locate a lush desert, but is this the one I already went to? No. Okay. Oh, it's this one. I didn't know I had found 2 of them, but I haven't really, like, done anything there, so... Oh, I have to pass through jet lag space. I always feel so bad. Woefully inferior.
It's also true. Someone in my chat said that if the biome can lock on like a very small version of the biome, it will do that and it won't get over it. Like if you want to find a different
Oh,
biome than the
yeah.
one that it found, like it's impossible.
I'm pretty
Yeah, that
sure
thing's
the
jank.
AE2 Meteorite Compass also has that problem, where in new versions there can be meteorites under the ground that are, like, basically not possible to find, but it'll still point to them and make it
Yeah.
impossible to find actually, like, useful meteorites.
I've been to ones where I even look for it underground. I take the time to dig it all out and there's just nothing there. I had to do that the other day. That ended up being in my video.
I hate making rods and the gears in the forge in TFG. You can cast it if you're playing on newest version. There's a rod cast you can make with clay. I didn't mind it because I love the forging minigame, but apparently I'm in the minority on that one, which is very surprising. I think the forging minigame is one of the coolest things in TFG. Whatever. Especially in multiplayer. Like, I can just support a whole team. But yeah, if you're entering the Steam Age, you need to scale up a lot. So get 2 Helve Hammers at 32 RPM, because I think that's the most you can do. Actually, no, you're in Steam Age, you have Steel. Get 2 Helve Hammers on 128 RPM on red or blue steel anvils, and stick just stacks and stacks of blooms in there. Make blooms in the bloomery using raw hematite or pyrite dust, or any other iron ore dust. A cast iron is a myth. Don't use cast iron, it's a waste of time, unless you get a steam furnace. But I see people melting their hematite into cast iron ingots and then using the bloomery. That's just a waste of time and resources. Smelt the ore dust directly. But just stock up blooms, keep your bloomeries running constantly. Regularly do blast furnace smelts to maximize how much steel you have, and use the helve hammers to process all of that. You need to scale up. If you're going insane in the Steam Age, you're not gonna make it into LV. The
Tell them
biggest
how it
problem in
is.
every Greg Tech pack is you have to scale up. You have to be unafraid to just do way more than you feel like you should. Now TFG is actually quite forgiving because it's one of the easier Greg Tech packs. But still, a lot of people, especially in older versions when progression was a lot less developed, a lot of people just got stonewalled around HV and EV as resource costs scaled. Also, I am literally going nowhere.
Looking for a good way to get nether quartz. Nothing is that appealing. There's some bees, but they're kind of like troll.
Okay, I don't actually know what to search for now, because... oh, don't do that. Shit, that was... Good thing the button didn't work. You passed it? No, I searched the entire biome. I guess there's a little bit of a southern portion. But there's not going to be anything there. I don't think lush deserts actually have palm trees. The wiki says it does, but the wiki is also 1.20, well, 1.21, so probably doesn't apply to GTNH. Tropical rainforest, we've gone through a lot of those. No palm trees there.
Let's see.
EU 1.20. Hey, 1.20 is good because 1.20 mechanism is peak, and 1.20 TFC is peak. Oh, and 1.20 Greg Tech is also, like, marginally better than 1.12 Greg Tech. Though they're basically the same. Now, 1.20 thermal, you can say EU too. I don't know what the hell they did to 1.20 thermal foundation, but that is a tragedy. An actual murder. I think it's just because they had to recreate the mod after 1.13, and they didn't want to do all that, and so they sort of just made a new kind. Made a new version of the mod that's very different from the original. And now it's more like supplementary to other factory mods rather than being standalone.
I've ever played that one.
It's kind of scuffed, not gonna lie. If you've ever played
Didn't renew all the
1.12
mods?
and maybe
I don't even remember
like
using it.
Thermal Foundation, Modern Thermal Foundation is so insignificant now that most mods don't even use it in new versions.
Yeah.
Which is really weird if you've played 1.12 and below, because it's like a core part of every tech pack.
Yeah, it's like quintessential.
Yeah, even Nomi Factory, a Greg Tech pack, uses it a lot. I'm just flying really far out so the compass can hopefully find something. Awesome. Good. I love this so much. New Thermal is okay, but I've never played Old Thermal. Okay, well, if you've only played New Thermal, then it'll seem fine. But New Thermal has less progression than Create. It has less of a progression line than Create, and Create is not supposed to be a progression mod. Like, that's bad. Indirium you can make without machines, like, that's wild. Resonant Ender basically doesn't exist or is too insignificant for anyone to care. I remember getting Simply Jetpacks, which I think E2E, Simply Jetpacks with Thermal was really cool. Or maybe it's a different mod that used that. Because you'd level up your jetpack a bunch, it'd be a big amount of work. New thermal, you just skip straight to Enderium because there's no problem making that at all. There's no progression at all. 1.12.2 is as high as I try to go. I used to agree with that, but TFG changed my mind. There are some exceptions you gotta make. I think generally 1.12 has better mods, but it's not all over the board like I used to think.
The chat, what are end flowers? Forestry end flower. Is it chorus fruit? Ender dragon egg. Bro, what? It says that chorus is acceptable in later versions. I don't even plant this. I don't even know how this show works. I don't even know where the dragon egg is right now. I'd guess Tofu Corp. That's crazy. This is the recipe for making chorus flowers. DJ Big Homie Squats, welcome back. You're told it's the egg. I'm thinking maybe the chorus flower might work, but I feel like that had to be an extreme attention to detail. I'm gonna think it's the dragon egg. I feel like Tovacore probably has it. You see. I don't know who would have had a use for it previously. They left their old accelerator running. This place has a lot more to it. I think the ducklings borrowed it. Masiox in chat, definitely not us. I can't remember. I feel like I saw it at Tofu Corp recently. That might be 9. Let me go look around. I do want to see their place anyways, because their builds are really good. Oh, this is painful. I need this. I want to get this B done, but I don't like have to get the B done, but I would like to get it done. Look at this autocraft they got going on. I have no idea what's going on here. This was like their fake molecular assembler, I think. That's insane. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna do something like that or not. I haven't decided yet. There's probably gonna be some stuff that needs to be like molecular assembler that would be really annoying if it wasn't. Man is insane with building. Yeah, he's doing a really great job. I think there's a lot to be said to simplify the color palette, like mostly using the deep slate and just kind of like removing some of the decision making that I try to like overcomplicate it for myself. Let me @9 on Discord and Flurb and see if they know where it is. Yeah, let's see if they respond. I genuinely have no idea where they would have it if they did. What's going on here? I should watch their videos. This is the fishing thing, isn't it? Or no, what is this? Yeah, wait. That's really funny. Okay. So they're using like Giga Looting for calamari. Create biodiesel? Is that how I'm understanding this? Oh, I love this. This is really good. Yeah, I should copy this. The roof tiles like this to create that like diagonal and that trapezoid, or not trapezoid, the what is this called? I can't remember what it's called. Parallelogram or whatever in the floor. That's awesome. Yeah, I got no idea where that would be. Oh, they fixed their MEBF. Nice. So much more ethical than regular oil diesel. I don't know if I'd say that. There's a lot of suffering from the squids that you're causing with all that. All right, let me out of here. I will just mine some nether quartz for now. Rhombus. I will just mine some nether quartz for now, and then later on we will finish the bee. These teleports are actually based on your render distance. I have to crank it up now. My base. We'll put these in here so I don't forget about it, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna go mine some nether quartz instead because I need it. I kind of can't get around it. Shouldn't be too hard to find, though. I could find my nether portal. Yeah, I should have brought my prospector just in case, but turn the minimap back on. Ores on. Yeah, this direction, towards the east. These tend to spawn, I don't know why I deleted that. Do these spawn low or high? I'm guessing low. High, 40 to 80. Oh, there it is. Actually, I need quartzite as well, so this is actually going to work out pretty well. I need to make a new item magnet because I have no idea where mine went. do I got here? A lot of nether quartz and a little bit of quartzite. Quartzite lower, maybe? It's all just nether quartz, man. Seems like there's some quartzite in this layer, so we're just gonna go to town. Yeah, this should be good enough to I can automate it. Hopefully the dragon egg turns up at some point. Do I have it? There's no way that I took it, right? I have to go look. Get a little bit of quartzite. Alright, let's head back. I mean, I don't need that much of it. I don't need to mine the whole vein. Let somebody else have some of that later. Set the Y search radius 10k. I don't even know if that's possible. Alright, so the correct way to do this is to probably purify all these and then deal them that way. I'm just going to send them all to the smelter. Here we go. Let me go look. There's no way I have the egg at the witchery area, is there? No, I have no idea where it would be. Okay. It will turn up eventually, or I'll make my own, which is something I'm going to be doing at some point soon. With this infusion recipe, most likely. Really not a horrible recipe. That's more for EV, though. What I should do is make a better lathe system. So in A2, you need a ton of rods for different crafting. Right now, I'm kind of just preparing to do it ahead of time. But I would like to have like an on-demand lathe system where there's like 4 HV lathes or something. Let's see, what kind of stainless do we have? You know, we should actually have a lot. I set a ton of that to smelt over the duration of today. There it is. Actually, a lot of this needs to go to the plate bender, so we'll send like a lot of stacks to there. And then a lot of this needs to go to the rod maker, so we'll send a bunch of stacks to that as well. Double check they're all rods. Okay. There's no point in keeping it into ingots right now. No, multi-block lathe is pain. Even the multi-block lathe is so slow, man. It always is annoying to me. We get it in EV, which actually is not that bad. There's even some discussions between people yesterday on VC about the electrolyzer. So the electrolyzer multi technically needs an IV electrolyzer, but there's no IV components used in this. So it's technically on the table. And realistically, nobody wants to be using an electrolyzer single block in EV. Nobody. So I think we might allow this. We'll have to see. I'm not the final decider, but it seems like the overall opinion is that nobody wants to use single block electrolyzers anymore. That's still a timeout though. Maybe like a month or two. I don't know. We'll see how long we stick in HV. We gotta do some more building at spawn. People gotta start doing that more, including me, but I gotta spend my time catching up in progression because I am a little bit behind. But that is what you can do. You know, there's only so much time in a day, so. Yeah, let's work on some AE2 crafting then. It's quite slow, but it is what it is. We'll put 2 stacks of these crystals to the compressor to make Fluix blocks. I've noticed that machines are taking a very long time to wake up in the server too. I wonder if it's just because of the stress of having so many people on. So like a system to auto wake machines if it sees items in them is going to be something that I think is necessary. We need more processors. I mean, there's no other use for this than to be turning the plates, so we're going to make them on the plates. Whatever, we're just going to let it take a while. That's fine. More benders is something else that I want to do. The quantum pipe casings are pretty easy to get once an IV, and it gives 48 parallels. What does it take to smelt quantium? That's easy to do. HSSG. I don't know if we'll be having that in EV. Or in... Yeah, you need an IV assembler. Okay. I also want to start covering our cables. Let's look at the better rubber recipes. I think silicone rubber is something I'd like to use. Do palm trees actually exist? Let's see. I kind of remember silicone rubber, but I kind of don't at the same time. Sulfur and polydimethylsiloxane. Okay, this is all stuff that we have a lot of. That's pretty good, actually. Looks like you actually get all the chlorine back because... Oh, no, maybe you don't. I think you lose one. Or you lose, like, a little bit. Yeah, so you lose 1 chlorine. That's fine. We'll keep that bookmarked. That's something that would be worthwhile to do for sure. Actually, what I should be doing is making P2Ps. What is this? Certus quartz screws. Let's make a bunch of those because I need a lot of Certus screws. Engineering processors. See what's going on over here. Not much. Let's set a bunch of redstone to fluid extract. And then when we come back later, it'll be ready. I'm going to expedite the solar grade silicon going through. You are the priority. Let me check if I have any printed silicon. Okay, we do have quite a bit. Yeah, so we can make some of this already. There you go. Oh, it's done already. Look how fast those go. Need more fluix. I need to make more industrial apiaries so these can go faster. We still have a bunch of stacks though. Grab our Certus as well. Yeah, I need to get industrial apiaries on Autocraft like ASAP. Does it allow me to use pure crystals? No, it doesn't. The buzz, what's going on? How long does it take to unlock Autocrafting in this pack? Let's see. 274 hours, combined 500 hours of me and my teammate. Like 500 hours sounds kind of right if you're newish or taking your time. Oh my god, 9 doesn't know where the egg is either. It is so cooked. The dragon egg is missing. Alright, it's fine. We can figure it out. I do still need more P2Ps. Yeah, 40 should be good to start with. Now, I need to make us both advanced memory cards. Why must you be charged? Of course it is. It's starting to feel a little bit of lag just because everybody's online right now. Oh yeah, the TPS is kind of bad. You see that? Up left. Keeps going to like 0 randomly. Which is possibly because Hecuba is loading chunks 10,000 blocks away from spawn. Network tools are nice to have anyway, so actually I should make like a bunch of them for us. Palm trees aren't real. It may be cooked, I'm afraid. What's up? Is Hecuba still looking for the palm? Yes, he is. I think he's kind of crashing out. I deafened in Discord because he was just talking about the palm tree, and I just wanted to focus. I don't think it's going very well based on what I see in the chat. Would you be able to out what? Oh my god. Would be allowed to just spawn them in if they don't show up? Yeah, I don't care. I don't think anybody cares if he would do that. But I think that there might be something to Hecuba that he wants to actually get it. I'm a proponent of just play the game and have fun with it, so I don't care if we spawn a sapling in. I think most people would agree. The palm trees have the dragon egg. That is so true. He gave up. He's growing hellbark now. What is hellbark? That's chisel variants. Interesting. How many seconds for a plate? You're crazy. Man, I love crafting. I'm missing something here, aren't I? Here we go.
Don't know why Aspect is looking at me.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
I have items for you. I'm crafting stuff to prep for 82. That's funny. I unmuted just in time to hear you say that.
Oh, nice. What does the network tool do?
You just click it on the ME stuff, and it tells you how much power it uses. I think it's useful to see sometimes.
That's actually quite useful. And then memory card, I know.
This is the advanced one. It's going to be a little bit different and actually very confusing, but I like it. We'll get used to it.
Okay. When the GTNH player says it's very confusing, it's Jover.
You just set it and forget it. Like, when we have to do it later, I'll try to explain it, but I need to remember how to use it myself.
I can make a bit of titanium.
I'm going to keep talking to my chat.
Okay. Oh, you're low.
Yeah, I am. I haven't been streaming a lot. I'm trying to get more time in now. I'm back on mute. How long to autocrafting? I don't know. I'm crafting stuff now to prepare for autocrafting. Hecuba's about ready to start making the next floor of the base, which is where the autocrafting stuff is going to be existing in. So yeah, I'm just going to prepare by crafting. I think next up, what is this thing? I think next up on the list is interfaces. Let's make a stack. Let's make a stack of interfaces. I'm gonna need more ME cables. I gotta keep claiming this quest with the coins. It's not like the cables are impossible to make right now. It's just that the manual process is quite tedious. I prefer to do the quest repeatedly. We can injure a wrench by doing this. We need a bigger storage cell in the ME system. Or a bigger energy cell. Well, I can pretty much make it already. That's nice. Need an 8x aluminum cable. You know, I should solve the aluminum problem. That's actually reminding me of that. Yeah, this is an issue. We'll do that next. We'll solve the aluminum problem next. Stop this. Of course, I misclicked the recipe. I don't really know if we're going to need an 8x aluminum wire again. I'll make it, because there'll probably be a time in the future that I make another energy cell. Excellent, these are done. Okay, this will be helpful. So this makes that the AE2 has a bigger buffer when you take a ton of stuff out. Ruby juice, or do I have another method? I have a method for aluminum. Ruby juice is something that I do want to do, though. You reminded me of that as well. So you get a lot of stuff out of this. I did want to do ruby juice. Maybe I'll do that instead. I have a line bookmarked over here using lazurite. But I did want to do ruby juice anyways, so maybe I'll just do this instead. Because vanadium would be good to have building up in some quantity as well right now. Because if we make an MEBF, which we might, I'm not sure if we will or not, we're going to need a lot of vanadium for TPV alloy coils. Yeah, we could do ruby juice. Carve out a spot for it. Where's it going to go? I guess this might be enough room right here to do it, actually. Let me think about how I'm going to set this up. I mean, we're going to use like an HV mixer. Bookmark that. I have ruby bees. What do these give me? These ones. We get ruby combs. Let's get red garnet chromes. Are these worthwhile to process? Remind me of what I can get from this. Bunch of weird stuff. Pyrope is... Okay, there's all this nitric acid processing. Giving me... I mean, it's not like that fruitful to process this stuff. I'm sure it's probably worthwhile. Manganese is nice to get from that. Gonna need more than this little area, though, to do all that. Yeah, the ruby combs. These are combined with HCl, and then you make purified ruby. I could use to make the ruby juice. The HCl is recycled. I forgot about that, too. That's very nice. So, I mean... I should get 82 stuff going. Because if I'm able to transport items over to here, it's not that bad then. Yeah, I want to automate it completely, just forget about it, and I'll come back to like a ton of materials like vanadium and stuff later. See, how many cables do I have? A good amount. Look at this again. How do I process this down again? That's not, it doesn't seem very good. This EBF's into alumina. I mean, this seems pretty free with the carbon. Cryolite is something I also want to automate though too, because I have cryolite bees. And I want to get fluorine. Both of them need HCl. I really want my P2P network to be working. I think I want to get my P2P network first. Let's see what it takes to make dense cables and stuff like that, because I genuinely forget. You just combine 4 cables and it makes a dense cable? Okay. Or you can do it in bulk and save 5 seconds. Alright, so it looks like silicone rubber is the angle then. I think it makes sense if that goes over here. So we can do that. Is this 1 LCR or 2? 2 LCRs. I mean, this recipe is really fast, actually. This is an LV 30-second recipe. If I do 1 LCR at HV, it should be able to just do it all very quickly. Let's see how that works. We'll need a lot of hatches. I think, are they in here? They might be all in the AE system now. Yeah, okay. I see how it is. These water, chlorine, and methane. Nice. They're pretty much shared between all these other recipes over here. Which I want tiny. No, small pipes are fine, I guess. At some point, all these pipes are going away. Okay. The methane is over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. This like little bit of lag that we have is annoying me a lot. Okay though. People survive. And the bottom one is water, so I need a thirsty tank. Go. We just need a pump. At some point, all these thirst tanks will go away. We'll make a larger buffer, and then P2P it. There we go. Everything we need for this recipe. You also need a supply of raw silicon, which we can do. For now, we'll just throw a barrel there. We make a lot of this right now. Okay, easy enough. What recipe? 24. Okay, now to actually use this, we need a second input bus. We'll do 2 more input buses. And then the output bus will go directly facing into this. We need 2 output hatches. Honestly, I don't care that much for to recycle the HCl. Like, I really don't care at all. Like, big picture later on, that would go straight into the AE system. I think for now, we're just going to tell it to void. No, that will probably upset some people. What is it hecky about cooking? I'm once again in need of combustion generators. Later on, I'll have to batch craft a whole bunch of these. This says fuel in the line. That's crazy. Yeah. We need a barrel with sulfur in it. I am making sulfur right nearby, actually. Secret barrel of sulfur in the corner. Okay. Let's lock these drawers. Also, I'm going to turn them around because I can't see the thing on them right now. Go. No byproducts, no problem. So true. Yeah, actually, there are no byproducts for this reaction at all. There we go. I think I forgot to make an output hatch for the polydimethylsiloxane itself. Yeah, let's lock these fluids. You should stop what you're doing. No! This wrench is too fast. Okay. Now I should make this system... Let's try to turn it back on. I should make the system shut off automatically when it has a certain amount of polydimethylsiloxane. Fluid detector cover, and then a machine controller cover. I don't know if we have one of those. This is something that's nice to have a bunch of, though. Okay, I do have a bunch of them. Okay. Now, what's your problem? You're going to say that you don't want to void fluids. I don't think... Do output buses auto output? I'm not sure if they do. Okay, they do. You just have to make it face the right direction. Okay, there. Now this is being created. I want to say if I have 8,000 fluid in there, I will output a signal. This does not need to check super often. If you're on a server and you have covers like this, don't set them to be like super low tick rates. Like this could check every 4 seconds. I don't really care that much. But if they're checking like super fast, it's just like for no reason using up resources. Okay. Okay, there we go. We'll check in then just a couple moments to make sure it's correct. Actually, I could test this right now. Just invert the signal. I'm concerned it might not hit that alloy wire. You could do it like this, though. Turn it that way. It might need to get a soldering iron. Do that. Yep, it needed that. Okay. Yo, this lag is killing me. Alright, so we need a super tank then. I'm not using those polyethylene sheets for anything else, by the way, so they're going to be turned into super tanks. Yeah. It's prioritizing this recipe first. So once this fills up, it'll start making a ton of rubber then. This is a downside of doing it all in the same machine, but since this is a set it and forget it kind of system, it'll buffer up and I won't really care, I think. We need higher rates, which we will eventually. Before the time we get that, before EV where we can get universal. Actually, I think I can even do universal right now, I think, if I wanted. No, you need a fluid discretizer, so we do need EV. There's probably a way to do it scuffed, but yeah, we're gonna let that run. Let me move my building block chest to a place that I won't forget about it. Let's clean this bag out, actually. I have a ton of stuff in here that I don't need. You know what else I'd actually do? I want to make a bag for 82. This bag could also get cleaned out. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be in here anymore. I could also upgrade these bags up a tier. They take hardened leather, which is a little bit annoying, but not that bad. Let's go do that. Pretty much just waiting for more space on the next floor. So we're doing like miscellaneous tasks in the meantime. I want a bunch of leather. I do know of a way to get it. Yeah. Okay, this spike has looting 54 on it. The audio stream's current bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. Why is YouTube telling me that? Does the stream sound fine to you guys? That's a good amount of leather. We can make more of these cow trophies too, actually. Sounds fine. I don't know why YouTube is telling me that then. That's kind of strange. Nice, we got leather now. Okay, but to make the hardened leather, this must become tanned leather. Phosphoric acid used for a lot of stuff, or no? I don't really remember this being used. Some bees use it. Electrotine is actually something that I wanted to produce because there's no real other way to get it. Gelatin mixture. Yeah, P507. That's for the knack line. Not a lot of uses. Let's see what we got going down here. Never noticed this dehydrator recipe before. This is something that we can do pretty easily. Strange recipe, though. You turn on the auto clicker. Oh, it's right clicking by accident. I was left clicking. Rest in peace, your ears. I'm sorry. That is what happens when the auto clicker turns on. For some reason, it allows the sounds to overlap, and they repeatedly overlap, and then that's what happens. Gonna let that run. I need wax. Get candleberries. I think we have some planted. Nice, we have a lot. Is an extractor. Put the spike back into stabloy. Look at how slow my progress is going. The tick rate is like screwed right now. 9 says sorry. That's not a good sign. What is he doing? My 15-second recipe is taking an hour. Nice, we're back up to 20. What are you doing? And lag machine. Oh, that's the duper dimension, the Britannia first goose tech dimension. Alright, we gotta let that run. That will take a while, especially with the TPS things going on. Let's check on the silicone rubber. Still making that. It has everything it needs to make the other one. You do your thing. When it's done and it feels like it, it'll start making the rubber. In a very large batch. Need more blues. We will need an assembler that is an HV assembler dedicated to covering circuits. I might as well make one. I mean, we're gonna need a lot of assemblers in general for autocrafting. Bookmark them. That'd be a good use of my time just to make a ton of assemblers. We need to go restock our silver supply as well. $149. Nice. Yeah, we got a lot in there. You like to see. Okay. Bring this back up. Yo, there are so little leaves. The void grafter. Range. Yeah, we're a while away from this thing. He's struggling to get the building blocks that he needs. That's unfortunate. I'm sure we're low on workstations. Yeah. I think I can make a stack of those right now. That would be worthwhile. One more lag. Right. A stack of workstations. What does that require from me? 2 stacks of processor assemblies. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Oh my god, the lag is hilarious. Could use some more of all that stuff. I think we're getting to the end of the fluorine supply, so fluorine needs to be something else that I start working on. We need a lot more of the golds. Really have no more of them. Crazy if I don't. Okay. We should make a lot of nether quartz rods too. We will need these. Okay, what else? What's next? Let's make these workstations. Need so many of these boards. That's 16 stacks of each. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Kieran Dave, are you gonna deeply regret unlocking universal nugget duplication in MB before you can make stuff to mitigate warp? You have no idea how much taboo is in this pack. So what I would recommend is being careful of how much warp you have and being like understanding the consequences. So there's a page in the wiki that it has all the warp effects on it. So like some of them are not that bad. So, like, but if you go too crazy with it, you can do weird stuff like spawning withers. I don't know if the nugget duplication research is too deep that you'll get a ton of taboo, but like a ton of taboo warp, but you just have to see. I'm trying to remember, how did we get rid of it? Like one warp. Yeah, you can go up to like 50 or like 60 warp and not have that bad of an effect. This was not that hard to make. I had to make like almost 1,000 of these red soaps. So to get Sano, there's a couple ways to do it. I don't remember the way that I got it. I think I was using calcite. It's on mini red hearts though. I don't know. I don't. If it you can't throw these in the cauldron though. I think. Yeah, you can get like 50 warp and not worry about it. But yeah, I believe this removes permanent warp if you can get your hands on this red soap. Find a way to get yourself Sano. XP crafting can be used as well. Actually, I think I used obsidian dust. Obsidian dust looks like the one that I was using for my memory. Actually, that removes sticky warp, I believe. And then to remove the permanent warp, you can make a what's it called? Soul Brazier. This can store your warp, and then if you allow it to run out or you blow it up or something, and while you're off the server, it gets rid of all of your warp. It is a chore to craft it though. We're gonna need more CPUs. Is diamond lens. What else do I need? I need a lot of red alloy wire, which I think I should have enough of. If not, we can make some more. Okay. Now the soldering alloy is a problem, but I do know how to solve it. Need to rearrange a little bit. That's funny. We completed the quest. And I guess we do it like this. I've been using this as a walkway, and it kind of isn't a walkway. Yeah. Where did my barrel go? Oh, there it is. I think I've been lied to. Me when I listen to my chat. We're low on tin. This takes half of an ingot each. Okay. Wait for one more batch, then we'll go and melt these down. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Man. Okay. Okay, there we go. Right now we gotta forget about this for a little while. We can set up the next batch while we're waiting for that though. Next one are the yellow colored circuits. We need more circuit boards. What is the bottleneck? Oh, it's just time. This is working. We'll still need more than that though. So let's make some more PTFE sheets. One last manual circuit craft for autocrafting? Yes, sir. Hopefully this will be the last one for good. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a stack of workstations right now because I think it'll be useful so we can just craft all the assembly machines that we need once we're ready to. I want more of these. I'm gonna want more of these. I think maybe like 4. I want more than 4 circuit assemblies. I think I want like 8. I gotta make this room bigger too. That's another thing I have to do. That would feel a lot better with auto crafting because that is a grind. Make that much plascrete. Let's see if I still have polyethylene being made down here or if it ran dry yet. Yeah, we still have a bunch. Hey, we're buffered up a lot in there still. I may slightly reduce the scope of this. I still want more HVs as well, and I'm running low on materials. Give me more red alloy. Yeah, it does that a lot, which I don't want it to do. I want it to stay mostly redstone in there. We'll keep a stack of HVs and we'll go to 32 workstation. That should last us a while. So I can do the auto crafting stuff. Okay, we need 4 more stacks of red alloy and then that set up. Perfect. Now I don't have to worry about that. Okay, and then the last batch is going to be 32 workstation. Yeah, this alleviates a lot of problems. Electrum. Oh, we need more blue alloy. Oh, good. I made a bunch already. Enough. I need 512. Yeah. Oh, we're just a little bit short actually. That's annoying. Whatever. We'll use all of it though. I want to get more electrotine anyways. I want to get a bee that makes it so that it's less of a problem. Whenever you need it, it's like you get stun locked by it. It's like, damn, I gotta get electrotine. Why does it even exist? We're gonna let that ride. What else is left? Let's check on Hecuba's progress. We're still going crazy over trees, it looks like. I don't know what he is doing at this point. You ever tried to mine a full electrotine vein? No, I just grab like a bunch of it and then forget about it. You have enough for years. How much do you get? You get 10 crushed per. That's pretty good. I think we gotta have some. Guess not. I can look for some real quick. Honestly, a bad time because everybody's on the server right now. Could this vein have been in a worse spot? Yeah. I don't think I really want any of the other stuff, so we'll just throw it away. Let's do found the B meteor. It's a very nice centerpiece. It is pretty cursed. The oil platform being used to grow palm trees is crazy. Let me see what Hecuba's doing.
But I can't look at chat when Subway Surfers is open like this, because it has to be full screened.
Subway servers? Hello, Hecuba. I unmuted.
Hi. Hi. Check my stream.
Let me look. What's going
It's
on?
peak.
340 viewers. You bet it is.
I hope it doesn't freeze again.
You got the Subway servers.
We're
I
gonna
could
get
play League of
Minecraft
Legends. You
parkour
could put that
once
in the
I do
corner
this
too.
thing. Yeah, we could do that. I could like pop out the Discord stream and then attach that to OBS. I was thinking of also doing a Silk Song speedrun. I don't know. I think I gotta lock in on this palm tree growing.
This is some exciting gameplay. I've been doing like craft grinding, so mine's not much more exciting than that.
Oh shit, it's frozen again. It's so Jover. Give me a sec. Dude, do I just have to do this regularly? Actually, so ass.
Run your PB on a video.
I don't want to like spoil Silk Song though. I don't know.
Game's been out for months. It's chill by now.
I guess. Dude, did it freeze again? There's no way. Okay, this isn't gonna work. I need to download an MP4 and then use a source capture. But I can't just download the 2-hour Subway Surfers video because that will probably crash the MP4 converter. So here, this one's 5 minutes long. This one works. Does this converter still work? Yes, it does. Shout out to AMP4, created by some guy on Reddit. It's a completely ad-free...
Hecuba was having a fun time, it sounds like. Why palm saplings? I believe the wood color is what he's looking for. It's the one wood that he needed for like the specific color he's looking for. Ooh, let me see if my plastic made yet. My rubber. Yes, we have lots of silicone rubber now. You had a friend that was talking like an idiot because he didn't want to spoil stuff. You're talking about Pulp Fiction. It's like, bro, if you wanted to watch it, you had like your entire life. Okay, we'll borrow that for now. And we will start batch crafting a lot of covered cables. This will be a stack of dense cables. Yo, this is expensive. Okay, let that roll. Take a while. Hello, Rainy. Welcome. I don't know how people are able to stream for like 8 hours straight, bro. I gotta like stand up and stretch. Maybe I need a standing desk, high key. Cool looking maze of a base, thank you. Yeah, we're trying something a little bit different than regular GTNH bases. Trying to give every place a little home, you know? Own little section. Lawn basing is whack. I will say that. I do want to finish this area still. It's uncompleted, but I think it'd be cool to have a balcony right here that looks over the magic rooms. At some point. Someday. Stretching is good for the body. Tell it to these people that are streaming like 6-8 hours straight, bro. I didn't give you the other sequence of numbers that the chat may have liked me to say. Honestly, I do need a standing desk. This would feel good if I'm able to just play while standing up. Put that in the wish list. Super chats are finding the standing desk. 20 seconds of chat delay. It's probably not 20. Fast forward the stream on like 2x speed for like a minute and it'll catch up. I think I have it at the minimum. I got very sidetracked from making interfaces. Oh, we need a lot more glass cables. The Steam multi is busy right now. Should we have macerators over here? Oh, we have copper. We got a lot of copper in here. This needs to be macerated a second time, though. I don't know what the input is. It's not labeled. Why did that actually work? I don't. YouTube is weird like that. I don't know why. Yeah, that's how you get to live on like most streams. If you're watching like an esports stream or like a VTuber, if you want to minimize the latency, you have to fast forward for a little bit. Okay, this is done. I'm missing 2. I thought I counted. Oh, it was just stuck. We have old pipes here. That's why. An older setup. Okay, let's make some cables. So quartz fiber, what's the best way? It's charged. Charge service, but how do I make this again? Certus quartz and redstone together. Then Certus, charged Certus, sodium, and water. Okay. Bit of a weird one. I need more water. Actually, I need 4 because you need to make 2 sets of this. There we go. They got the IV and made most of the multis there. Yeah, those are great. It's super satisfying to get all those multis made. Haven't used this LCR in a while. This is just like our workshop LCR. This is a good use for it right now, though. Let that run for a bit. I think realistically, though, we're just going to make a bunch of Certus Quartz rods and use them all, making glass fiber cables. This takes so long. We need more lathes. Do you need an industrial diamond? I think we have a couple of these from like loot bags. I have two. Who it is? No more cells for electrolyzing. That's true. Brass is goated. Yeah, it really is. Especially if you do universal with it. Oh my god, it's so good. I need stainless rods, which I was making already. Alright, 2 HV lathes is good enough for now. Getting to a bit of a dangerous setup here. But as long as you don't cross the wires, you're chilling. HV? Yeah. They only use half of an HV amp as well, which is pretty nice. Hecuba's having a good time. I'm using hoppers. Get rid of these. No more bad habits. We're done. Was Mass Ducks in the Dimension of Doom? Come on, man. And lag is starting to annoy me as well. There's too many people on doing ridiculous things. Okay. Now we're in a happier spot that we could actually make rods at a semi-decent pace. I would like it to be faster still, but acceptable. No, you're not making the right recipe. Sodium, charged Certus dust, and water. There we go. Okay, why do I have 4 stacks of Fluix dust in my inventory? Oh, for this, that makes sense. That, that has to run. I mean, I'll give this an output 2, I suppose, right? It's 2 to 1, actually. I don't know, this needs to be destroyed and replaced with automations. There, have that. That'll give me 1 stack of quartz fiber. And then we'll do a second run, and it'll give me 2 stacks. Then we can get a lot more glass fiber cables. I need a lot more than that. Yeah, that is annoying to make early. Okay, let's see what else we can work towards ahead of time, though. Okay, 16. Oh, we need a lot more of these yellows. We're gonna need many assemblers in the near future, but for now, we're gonna make 1 and be happy with that. Oh, we're running out of power in the line. I think I have an extra generator. Yeah, I do. Okay, this could hold 8 amps of energy, so we could add some more to it. Okay. That looks horrendous, but I don't know where the blocks went. That scared me. I thought you were sounding like I was power failing. I should have said something like, "Don't worry, guys. This is not your fault. Do not worry." Yeah. Manual crafting Almost done. We're still getting power rails, and I added a whole amp. Alright, I'm gonna walk away from that. What else can I do? These require more cables. Why are my frames dying? There's a lot of entities. It's in the direction of the silverfish. There's stuff stuck there. Like a little bit. Not as much as I thought it would be. Now my frames are fine down here, though. Kind of weird. It kicks you out after every ad. Turns the stream into a video client side. You have to refresh. That's interesting. For me, ad block like always works on YouTube. The ads are just attacks on people that don't know how to install ad block. You really want to get member to the channel. I do have emotes, but I don't really promote it that much. Or at all, actually. I deleted the post I made promoting it because it was like, I feel like it wasn't a good enough value proposition, but just me probably being kind of dumb. If I hold shift on this, what's the worst that could happen? 32. Revance.app. I never actually use like those things. Is that an Android app? I have YouTube Premium nowadays because I kind of quit Spotify. I still have it because my mom uses it to grab my student, like, permanent student discount thing for, I think it's like Hulu or something like that, but I don't know. Trying to get off of Spotify. Hard to move music platforms, but YouTube Music's not bad. Yeah, that should get me a lot of interfaces. 32! Oh, it feels good. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we are so ready as soon as this floor is made. Which I'm sure is going beautifully. Oh, he's done chopping trees. Don't worry about that explosion. That was me. That was not your game. Okay, what else do I want? I mean, I guess more assembling machines is another thing I could prep. I don't want to take all the microcrafting away from Hekia, you know, you got to leave a little bit behind as a treat. A little bit of microcrafting just as a treat for him. You can have some of this garbage. What is all this in here? Okay, the rest of it's pretty okay. Used to use ad block, but YouTube started literally stop me from watching you turn it off. I've never seen that one. I've been on YouTube Premium for a little bit though, because once it started giving me like a little bit of money, I'm like, all right, might as well just buy YouTube Premium, I guess. This villager is my villager for proven frames. I'm gonna leave it over here. I feel like that's not a good spot. Put it in here. My second hotbar is probably gonna change a little bit nowadays. Actually, we need a subnet viewer as well. What are those called? The network, the blue thing. Here it is. Network visualization tool. Yeah, let's make two of these for us. Need two more network tools. I mean, I don't really need a network tool on my person at all times. This could do that later. The Ender Eye plates. Yeah, it was. Nice. Charge Sardis is done. No quest for that? That's crazy. And in my opinion, that deserves a quest. I'm getting too many things in my brain at once. We're getting overwhelmed. Okay, though. Figure it out. Another stack of those. Oh yeah, whatever. We'll make another network tool for me later. Need Ender Eye rods. That's an interesting one. One more eye. A lot of blocks of iron in here. I wanted to solve the aluminum problem. I never did that. What does the network tool even do? Not that much. It kind of just tells you how much power your AE2 network is using. It really doesn't do that much. It's good to just have one so you can have an idea of like how much what your power draw is, but like otherwise I don't care that much. We will need more of these though, because I think the wireless needs Fluix pearls too. Yeah, we might as well do enough of these that I won't have to worry about it. 'Cause, yeah, I'm gonna need a wireless to set up my clean room. One more set of plates. That's done. Yikes, we need quartz fibers alone. That's a tough ask in this economy. A quest that just gives me quartz fibers? I would love that. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, we got them done. So 2 of these for later. And 2 of these for me and Hecuba. I don't know where he is. Oh yeah, the network visualization tool shows you how your connections are going on your A2 network. That shows you how many channels you're using. What it's really good for is that the smart cables give a lot of frame rate lag. So if you use a network tool instead, you can use regular cables and not use smart cables, basically. And honestly, this is a better visualization, in my opinion, than the smart cables anyways. I'll leave this here. Okay. That's a lot of stuff prepared. Oh, I went to Silk Song. Makes sense. Use smart cables only on P2P exits. I don't even find that necessary. I use the visualization tool constantly. Are they only FPS lag? I thought they were. They might be server lag too. I don't know. If it is, we definitely won't use them then. What else can I prep? I have a lot of interfaces. I mean, other than the machines themselves, it makes some more Electrum. I do need more tin as well. I should go mining for that. Yeah, we'll be making arrays of HV machines most likely. Yeah. Look at the quests. It might jog my memory of other stuff that I need. I guess I need the crafting storages. That's not hard to make, though. You don't want to go overboard in co-processing in this era. Probably make just a couple of them for each. Engineering processors. This is diamond plates. Yeah, we'll do a stack of those. That is a raw silicon plate. Important detail because I made a lot of those by accident the other day. That elevator's got to go too at this point. You can make 4x processors. I could make the quads. They take mainframes, though. Yeah. I just don't think that's worth. That's not a good use of mainframes right now. I'm probably going to do like 2 co-processors on each of them. Just the regular ones. I don't want a million co-processors anyways. My base probably isn't going to like having every machine running at the same exact time in this tier. Also just not a great use. I guess time is not the bottleneck. Like, I could make 4x, it just doesn't really matter. I just have to grind more. Good problem. It's kind of true, though, that even though it's not a good use of mainframes, I should just do it because it's Project Singularity. But the other thing is that there is a limited amount of time existing for me to get content created. And I also work a job, so pick and choose what you want. I think it's a bad use of my time. Polyethylene. This is gonna go to super tank, so I'll make this into large pipes. I have like so many threads in my brain right now from this. Like, there's just so many multitasks going on at once. That's basically what this was, just a big multitasking stream. And then next time we'll do fun stuff like automating everything. You gotta be kidding me. These ones can use pure Certus. I think I should have been making by now. Yes, okay. See, this is the fruits of our labor. The start of the stream we made this, now we can actually utilize this. You're employed like 2 or 3 months already. Dude, the job market is awful. I've been trying to move like physically, and it's like impossible to get a job, even with someone that, like has a ton of experience, a good resume and stuff. Like it doesn't matter. Like they're just not actually looking for positions. Like I can't. You cannot tell me that they're genuinely looking to fill these positions right now because they just will not consider anything. This is chemical engineering too. I'm not talking like comp sci or something that's kind of cooked right now. It's like with the amount of fake ass jobs, like the every like product engineer, it's like, man, they need to like really not to like call those people, but it's like get serious about it, where it's like people that actually do the work like in operations and stuff and like in manufacturing are getting so screwed over. Okay, this should be good enough. Item processor tier 1. I mean, dude, for everything that I do to like keep this plant running, there's like 4 people behind the scenes that just have teams meetings, and they're just like, "So what are we gonna do with like the production?" And it's like, bro, you have no control over it. It's like this is such a waste of my time. It's like we're doing our best, and we've met your goals 6 months in a row. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like it doesn't get much better than that without investing money into it. And it's like, well, how do we reduce the amount of lin that we're using? And it's like, bro, like if you want to make the product, we have to consume the raw material. Like it's like you should not. If you want to save money, you should not be here. Like just I'm just gonna leave it straight up with you. It's like you have no purpose here. You literally just exist to like schedule annoying ass meetings with me. So yeah, if you want to hear the real answer, that's what it is, bud. And when you do save them millions of dollars per year, it's like my bonus is like $4,000, and it's like I know what I did for you, and it's like you can't hide it from me what I did. But whatever. Looks good on the resume. I think these are need to be put together in the assembler for some reason. 20 seconds each, my favorite. I love when recipes are like that for no reason. Yeah. These will become coprocessors, which I forget how to make already. 2 engineerings. After you left the last shot, they just obsoleted the position. If I did, they probably would too, even though I'm like a essential production engineer. They would just try to do more with less. Like they would just give the work to the other engineers and just spread it out farther. As soon as any of us leave, that's exactly what's going to happen. Is we're not going to rehire. They can't afford like another like 100K salary. One of my departments is they work in like compressed gas cylinders. It used to be 3 shifts a day, with 6 operators per shift. Like the night shift might have had like 2 to 3, but like they might have had like a 10-person department 24/7. Now it's 3 guys because people keep retiring and they won't backfill a position, and like people get hurt or like they go out on like medical leave, and it's like I don't know what you want us to do. Like there is an amount of work that must get done, and we were trying to do it. So there's no like optimization I can make that would just have more hands on the deck. Because like what they're doing is not stuff that's even like that difficult or can be optimized. They're driving around in a forklift delivering the cylinders where they have to go. So it's like unless you want to make every plant pick up their own cylinders, which they used to do, but they just don't want to do anymore. Like there's nothing you could do. Like this, that I can't make a forklift go faster, bro. And it's like, well, we need $5 million of savings. It's like, well, good luck. I gave you savings. Gotta find a way to let them down easy. Set the standard low, and then purposefully leave yourself something like low-hanging fruit to achieve it. For me, that big low-hanging fruit was helium usage for a long time. 'Cause a lot of our products have nitrogen as a contaminant, so we can't use that as an inert gas. So we purge with helium. But what we found out is that if you purge with nitrogen like 7 times, and then with helium like 2 or 3 times, you purge out the majority of the nitrogen. And if your spec for the nitrogen impurity isn't too high, you can get it to pass that way. Especially if you're purging out stuff, it doesn't really matter. Like you're purging the plant for like 2 hours with helium, you don't need to do that. Just purge with nitrogen for 2 hours and helium for 15 minutes, and you're good. And it saves you like millions of dollars a year, like I said. And then they'll be like, "Good job, $4,000 spot bonus," and it's like, I know I saved you almost $1 million last year. Like, can we be real right now? Is what it is, though. I'm in a good spot because I'm making a lot of income streams from like music and YouTube and my engineering job, and I spend basically no money. I just spend it on food and like rent. That's kind of it. Keep the costs as low as you can. If you're able to live with your parents, do that, and then just try to build up money and retire early. That's all you can really do. I think I'm out of foil. Yeah, we are. You have a child. It is unfortunate. It's good, but bad at the same time. It's like a big cost, but it's also like, if that's a life goal of yours, like congratulations. But for someone that's trying to, someone in my position, that's not something that I want. Depends on your life. This is an old ass system. Uncrafter, you work adjacent to AI. I mean, like that whole argument too is like complicated. Like for me, I work in a industry that was making nitrogen trifluoride for like 50 years, and they lied to the government about how much they polluted. They still lie to the government, and it's like that. NF3 was it's a huge greenhouse gas, and I really care about climate change, but it's like that is the company that pays me, the company that just blew off NF3 to the air because it's cheaper than scrubbing it. They scrub it now, but the problem is that every other company is not in the US and they don't scrub it. They just send it to the air. So we spend extra money to scrub our NF3. And this is the reason you would scrub your product. So like we sell NF3 and but when you're making NF3, you have to bring online like your reactors. And while they're coming online, there is no downstream purification process. They just it has to come pure off of the reactor essentially. So while it's still building up to high purity, you vent that remainder off. So typically it's a small amount that you're venting, but there are some situations where you can vent a ridiculous amount just because of the way that it is. And our competitors don't do that, so they can charge a lower price than we do. And the people, not enough companies have an incentive to care about being green currently with the administration, the situation. So they just don't give a shit. So they would buy it from the people that are cheaper. Speaking of the current administration with our company, all of our raw materials are from around the world. So when you have tariffs on your product here, it makes us completely unable to compete. So for example, we make products using tungsten. Instead of the domestic American suppliers becoming our supplier of choice, the American supplier raised their price to match the tariffs. So their profit went up. And if we buy it from the outside, from like China, the tax on us goes to our government, and then China, like, we pay the rest of China. So instead of that, instead of it working like how they thought it was going to work, it just makes the American companies price gouge. So the tariffs don't work, especially for manufacturing. We are like teetering on the brink of destruction. My company, at least. And we're in semiconductors, which is what we want to keep in the US and what we want to build off of. It's so stupid. And you can't just change your supplier either. Even if perfect world, we could change to an American supplier, you have to requalify your material. Your customer is going to be notified that you had to change suppliers. It's going to change their system as well. Because if you have slightly more of like a strange impurity from the other supplier's system, they're going to be upset by that. And they're going to want price decreases. So you're even less competitive in the market, even though you're buying from the US. And the US stuff's always more expensive as well. So I don't, it's a more complicated problem than they make it out to be. And it's all just so obvious too that like this was gonna happen, but like the people that run things aren't thinking like that. And medical device manufacturing is about to collapse as well. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense what they're doing. It just seems to me like it's just sabotage. I was reading something that one of like the advisors, like economic advisors in like the government, wrote a book on the benefits of devaluing the dollar and like purposefully causing a recession. And that guy was made like a close informant to you know. So it's like whatever the last guy says to him is what he does, and it's just gonna be like I think it's like I think it's genuine sabotage to decrease the value of the dollar. Doesn't make much sense otherwise. Is what it is though. Not much we could do about it. There's some things people don't want to hear it. I think I'm about ready to do A2 whenever we can get this floor finished. At some point, we will have it ready. Yeah, the bulk of the crafting is done. Let's make a chest to just store this stuff in for now. That's not where I wanted to go. Okay, we'll put a new one down. Steam turbines explode in the rain. That is unfortunate. You had to find out that way. I think Hecube and I were talking about main net color. Let me grab a bunch of dyes. I'm thinking like yellow or orange for the main net. Everything with a current explodes in the rain. I don't think that's exactly true. Any like Tech machine with the current does, but like IC2 machines won't. Like the crop matron, I don't think it explodes, for example. But that's such a weird outlier that actually I don't think you can craft that anymore. Is this gone now? I think they're getting rid of it. Ignore it then. Yeah, that's like the only outlier I know of. Yeah, we're talking about yellow as potential for the main net. It has like a golden sort of color to it. I don't mind it. I'm not like that impressed by the color of it though. What about orange? I don't think I would mind orange. Not terrible. Use Chromatron in 2.7. There's no recipe anymore. I couldn't get a recipe for it. I know they want to get rid of industrial craft as a whole. Maybe that's part of it. I mean, I'll leave both these cables in here as options. LCR power failed. Why? It has a... Dude, it has an error already. It just started running. How is it even possible? That's insane. Unlucky. Should be almost done. It's almost out of materials, so a couple more hours and this will be finished. You hope they rework Ice 2 nukes eventually. They are doing that. I have to look and see if it'll be in 2.9 or not, because if it is, I need to study it and see if my videos changed at all. I probably would try to remake my videos to be the first to cover it. I'm kind of like one of the new guys out there. What else do I need? I guess we should pick a subnet color as well. I like red cables. I like red cables a lot. Yeah, red subnet. I need more cable. I need more glass fiber cables. I will always need more of them. We'll replace the lines with dense cables later on, probably, once we're more rich, but for now we're going to use single cables. New crops on track for 2.9. New multis for them, and it's starting to envy. Yeah, breeding them sucks. Just don't want to engage with that at all. You once broke an Ice 2 nuke and it dropped 24,000 fuel rods and 10k coolant. That's hilarious. I've never seen that one before. I think I'm almost done here. Kind of out of stuff that I wanted to prep. I think this is about everything that we needed. I guess more ME controllers would have helped. I'm out of HV circuits. Thankfully, we are producing more of them right now. Maybe I really do need more HVs and not as many workstations. There, that should be more than enough controllers. I don't have a need to make a gigantic controller right now. That should be more than enough, actually. Yeah. I think this is all the prep we needed. Maybe in the next couple days, we'll start laying stuff down upstairs in the new floor. But yeah, until then, I think we're chilling. I got done what I wanted to do. I think that's it for today. You guys know what time it is then. It is time for bed. It is time for me to sign off, I think. Thank you all guys for hanging out. Good time chatting today. A lot of people were in the chat. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for coming around, and have a good night. See y'all.